Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Now here's Johnson. And we'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Brought down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Downfield. Offense. That's not good enough, man.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Johnson on the coverage.
They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take
a 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Sack. A loss of a yard.
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Complete to.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 65 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
The pass.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
First down, Bears.
They'll set up a throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
David Montgomery, the ball.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
49 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Lazard, incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the cover.
Out of the gun now on third down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
David Montgomery.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
To number 7. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
First down, Chicago.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Well, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
He's taken
the gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
19-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's
now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Santos' kick is up and through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
7.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Gain of 5 brings up.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens,
he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. For the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And it will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
At their own.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of...
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And on the return, the Bears take over.
Onto the field now come the Bears. Now, their passing game has certainly been buoyed by some unbelievable catches.
I love that word because if you're the quarterback, if you're the guy throwing it, buoyed would be the word, wouldn't it? Because right now I think his confidence level is so high. I just throw it out there. They will go get it. And we're seeing some fantastic catches and some great plays as a result.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
38-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
Again, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it. Got there.
Dalvin Cook on the carry.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
7-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
They'll set up to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
And the Bears 1st down.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the complete. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
10-yard loss on the play. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and...
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 45 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
David Montgomery.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. 1st down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
Montgomery again, the ball carrier.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A 15-yard loss.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
At the 30-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 13, 2:23 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw here, hold in.
The pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll keep it on the ground. Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
1st down, Bears.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away.